My name is Martin, and I'm a 16-year-old high school student that loves lifting out, working out. And just like every other kid growing up, I wanted to have super strength. Seeing superheroes or seeing cartoon characters with crazy strength was always so fascinating to me. But once I started going to the gym, that became closer to reality. Not really, and 1.5 years later, brings me to the question, how do I physically get as strong as possible? First, we're going to eliminate the variables, starting with the most important one, genetics. Obviously, you can't control who your parents are, as well as some people are naturally just born stronger. Meaning, if an average person in the street right now trained their whole life in the gym, some won't even get to a 400-pound squat, which is really impressive. And here you have people in social media freaking overhead pressing 400 pounds. It's insane how much genetics have to do with strength. And lastly, steroids. They're very effective as you get stronger, bigger, not everywhere, but you know. And that out the way comes a question I've been wondering. How do you get as strong as physically possible? Powerlifters are especially strong as they focus on low reps and high weight. Think of it like this. Maybe you're doing cardio, maybe you're running, maybe you could be biking. These are things that you could really do for hours with enough training, you know? But with strength training, this is the complete opposite. As to focus on strength training, you need to be focusing on a single rep max. This is so that you can trick your body into thinking, oh boy, we need to get stronger. Let me adapt and get stronger. So it basically repairs itself and adapts to your training. The type of training that powerlifters use is called progressive overload. It is when you add an increase in difficulty so that your muscles can grow in size and strength. And that's what we're looking for. The reason for this training is because you remember when the body was like, oh, let me get stronger and adapt? Yeah, it's very effective at doing that. So many times when it repairs itself, it causes a plateau. And in Gen Z terms, it means you're cooked, buddy. And it basically means you're stuck at that weight. So to unstuck yourself is when progressive overload comes in. You ever heard the term shock the muscle? Yeah, this is it. And to shock the muscle, you really don't need progressive overload. Maybe you could change the exercise, maybe you can take a break. But for increasing the strength, progressive overload is going to be the number one thing. You're going to want to do a weekly split, minimum of 2 times a week, and around 4 sets per session. And slowly, week by week by week, you're going to add 5 pounds, 10 pounds to the weight. And it'll drastically increase your strength. This was my exact split. It got my bench press up 20 pounds just in 2 months. I took my 1 rep max at the time, which was 175, got 80% of it, which was 145, and did it for 3 reps, 4 sets, twice a week. And slowly, I incremented the weight and managed to work up to 170 for 3 reps. You know the craziest thing about this? I was stuck at 175, my old max, for like 7 months. I would see all my friends progressing in their training, and I was the only one getting stuck in bench. And to be honest, the training is simpler than you think. How to become as strong as possible. Keep in mind, you have muscles all around your body. It's not like your bench press muscles are different than your leg muscles. So this training works very well for everything else. But let's say you want to get your bench press up, as so do a lot of people. Week 1, bench press, Monday and Thursday. On these 2 days, you're going to keep the weight the same for all 4 sets, starting with about 80% of your max. For 3 reps, 4 to 5 sets. And obviously, if you can increase the weight. Make sure the reps are very, very hard. Like if you can pump out 5 reps and you still feel like you have more, you need to up the weight. And slowly, go up in weight. Don't get too ahead of yourself putting 10 pounds on the bar, because weekly, 10 pounds is crazy. So I suggest putting the 2.5 and the 2.5 on each side, and it'll help you tons. This is what got my strength up so much. Form. You can't just be bench pressing really heavy, but very sloppy at the same time. I noticed, for example, when I fixed my form on squat, not only did my back stop hurting, but my strength went up a lot. And not only does this apply to bench, squat, deadlift, if you want to become as strong as possible for lateral raises, go for it. Bro, I think there's some guy in my gym that actually does that. He lateral raises like 50 pounds for like 10 reps. It's insane. Thank you for watching, and I literally respond to every comment. So let me know any questions that you might have, and as always, God bless.